Look, I get it. Villains are allowed right now, but laws aren't a vibe check, and ICE isn't the villain for doing what Congress told them to do. Let's watch what's actually happening, and then let's be honest about it.
On October 6th, he found a body. The woman, 43-year-old Mary Gonzalez, was lying in the woods behind the shop. Austin police say the night before, they pulled over a man named Enrique Gomez Urbina, a little over a mile away, for not stopping at a stop sign. Police say in his car, they found open Modelo bottles, a Glock, and ammunition. Back at the scene, surveillance footage showed a car matching Gomez Urbina's pull up to where the body was found about an hour before he was pulled over.
I think my husband saw our car come through. I think, and that was after we had dinner, so that was like late.
On the ground, investigators found Modelo bottles and a spent cartridge case from the same ammunition found in the car. The 21-year-old tried to run away, but was arrested and charged with murder and resisting arrest. His, quote, associate, 48-year-old Jesus Llanos Yanez, also tried to run, but was caught. He's undocumented and wanted by federal authorities in Mexico for a weapons charge. He's being extradited to Mexico. Gomez Urbina also illegally entered the U.S. on an unknown date and location. He has an immigration detainer pending the homicide investigation.
My guy out here just catching charge after charge. Sheesh. This is why enforcement exists. Real victims, real crime scenes. When people say no one gets hurt, tell them to talk to the families who never got a goodbye. If your default setting is free everyone, this is who you're ignoring. Now, compare that reality with the he just went with the family storyline.
He was very happy that morning, and then he just never got to come home.
That's what one woman remembers about the day her family member was detained at the Wilder Racetrack.
He does go there for fun, not very often, but he was just going with family to have a good day.
She asked to remain anonymous because he is undocumented and still in custody. She says since the day he was detained, her family has been desperate for answers, so she decided to go to the Boise facility herself.
We found him at the Boise facility because we tracked his phone.
That's where she spoke with a man who had just been released.
I heard that they were doing $1,000 for voluntary. And we started asking him questions, and he said they were on the floors, they were just being held, not a whole lot of answers.
She tells me they've been monitoring his location through the inmate locator, but as of Wednesday morning, they have not been able to locate him.
However, when we tried to visit him this morning, he's no longer there. We don't know where he's at.
2 of the 5 people charged in connection with the raid are now facing an extra charge of transmission of wagering information. The woman claims her relative was simply at the racetrack that day and was not connected to the investigation itself.
He's never been in any trouble whatsoever, not even a parking ticket. He's a very good man.
I reached out to ICE to ask where detainees are being transferred. Officials didn't share specific details, but said ICE routinely moves individuals between facilities for reasons like capacity, security, or logistical needs.
Listen, man, he already committed a crime by coming over here illegally. Like, why do people want to skip past that simple logic? I mean, simple. I'm not mocking her pain, but pain does not cancel paperwork. If you admit that he's here illegally on camera, the ending is already written. Choices stack up. ICE didn't create the rules at the gate. They wrote the rules on the field, all right? And when the story shifts from we know he's illegal to he's totally legal, trust me. Well, he's totally legal. They want you to trust them, rather. I want you to watch what happens.
He's a legal citizen. He's a resident. He's a resident. He's a resident. He's a legal resident.
Maintain distance, ma'am. Please. You can record.
I know I can. He's a legal citizen. He works for us.
Stay right here.
He's a legal. You guys were already here once this morning. No, you have not.
Ma'am, this
We
is
have-
none of your concern.
It is my concern. He's my employee.
He's your employee?
Yes.
We're taking him into custody, okay?
Why?
Immigration related, and
He's a legal
and he's
citizen.
got crim.
No, I don't want to hear this, all right?
Yes.
Keep recording. Go ahead and be offended, okay? But
I'm not offended. You guys are stealing an American citizen.
No, he is not a U.S. citizen.
Yes, he is.
Not a U.S. citizen.
Gonzalo.
He will release him. All right? Please, just stay at a distance. Thank you.
No, I'm not going to stay out of it. Can you record, please, sir? Can you do something like this? He's my employee. He is a citizen. Yes. Can I have his belongings, please?
Yes, go ahead. His keys?
Can you, help Daniel? I think he's in my emergency.
Yeah, are you...
I don't know. Oh, yeah, my wallet.
No, keep your wallet on you. I think you should have your information.
No, got it.
Get out of his... Get out of his... He is a legal citizen.
I don't have it.
He doesn't need it.
Sure he is, Karen.
He does have status.
Not real ID.
Just
I
get...
mean, if you're the employer, you can prove it quick, right?
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Gonzalo, what? Becky, they're taking him. They are. There's like 10 of them here. They're taking him.
Can you take my money at least? Alright, that's it. We're gonna take the wallet.
He does. I'll call your son. I'm about to call her. Yeah, I'll call you back.
Go, bro.
You guys fucking use their rental cars and shit to steal people off the streets.
Government vehicle.
No,
You
they're
can't
not.
steal.
You guys are ridiculous. How the fuck do you just take someone? Yeah, unmarked cars. Fuck you guys. Unmarked cars. There you go.
Oh, wow. Legal citizen. Cool. Then just bring the paper. Show the proof. Citizenship isn't a vibe, like I told y'all a second ago. It's a document. Agents, you don't think agents don't hit that line every single day? You know what I mean? If he's truly a citizen, lawyers and records will fix it quickly. That's due process. But yelling, he's legal, isn't, or yelling that at a van, isn't evidence. It's theater. Meanwhile, some folks are actually saying the quiet part out loud.
I feel like I'm the only one that supports the ICE rates. Now, listen, I understand that people are sad because people are getting deported. But honestly, they should have figured this out by now. Trump gave them a timeline to leave.
Yep.
He gave them money to leave. And he gave them a ride to get home. And then they still didn't leave. The thing that I don't understand most of all is that the Obama administration, they actually deported more people than the Trump administration. They get absolutely no press for it. People need to just take some accountability. Do something wrong. You get caught. And then you just kind of you own up to it. You got people out here protesting. They're protesting for people that are doing illegal activity to continue doing the illegal activity. That's absolutely insane. I don't know. I just don't get it. And honestly, the people that are doing it, they really can't explain why. I feel like I'm the only one that supports the ICE rates.
My bad, y'all, for that. If I dropped the microphone, and I know it was like a loud click. I couldn't hear it, but to this guy, thank you. Because accountability, it isn't cruelty. You were told the timeline, you were offered help to go home, and you still decided to stay. I mean, you had options, multiple, and time. But of course, the left is going to make it seem like they didn't. That's a decision that you made. When the knock finally comes, that's not fascism. It's follow through. And for the people who did overstay, here's what the law actually looks like on the other side.
Yes, I got deported after 20 plus years and 97+% of my life in the United States. ICE agents picked me up in Chicago and threw me in jail for 3 weeks because my parents did not file my paperwork correctly. They brought me to the United States on a visa. overstayed that visa, had opportunities to appeal it in court, and my father did not show up to court. Now I'm in the United Kingdom, and this country sucks. And it has made me more America first, because you see that outside of London, all of England is a third world country, a dump. I hate it here, and I am excited and ready to go back to the United States, but I have a 10-year ban to wait out, and I'm waiting to bring my fiance over because I had a wedding scheduled that I had to cancel. And it's taken everything in me to forgive my parents for what they've done to me and what they've caused, but I'll keep going on. Yes, I got deported.
Wow. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Harsh. Yes. New? No. 10 years. A 10-year bar have been put on the books for decades. You can be a good person and still be out of status. All right? Feelings can be true and the law can still be true. Or well, the law can still be the law, rather. They can be trying to talk too fast. Both can exist, basically. This is why paperwork matters on day one, not year 20. Last piece. You got people yelling, ICE hides in masks because they're ashamed. Really? Or is it because the mob turned doxing into somewhat of a sport?
Nobody wears masks, only ICE. Only ICE. And why is it? Because they are embarrassed by the job they have been tasked to do. And it's absolutely horrifying. Masks should be banned in law enforcement. What kind of world can we have where cops come into your door and they're masked?
Scott. Counterpoint, the reason they're wearing masks, which, by the way, their director, Todd Lyons, he doesn't want them to have to wear masks. He's against the masks. The reason they're wearing them is because you have a dedicated group of people out there, and some of them, unfortunately, are Democrat political officials who are doxing them and their families and putting them in harm's way. They face 1,000% increase in violent attacks this year. These people are in harm's way every day, and they are protecting themselves and their families.
Why nobody wears masks, only...
Man, that was a quick shutdown. Embarrassed? Try targeted. When you dox agents, threaten families, and spike assaults, you get masks. Not for style either. For safety. Makes sense. You want fewer masks, start with fewer mobs. Simple. Now here's the truth nobody wants to say on air. Mercy without order, I tell y'all all the time, becomes chaos. Borders without rules becomes suggestions. In a country that punishes the cop but excuses trespass teaches the worst lesson possible. I'm not anti-immigrant. I'm not that at all. I'm anti-lawless. You want to have the best shot here? Do the papers, meet the standards, and respect the line. Millions did it, right? You can too. Now, if you watch this video to the end, and, we're going to find out if you comment the word order below. Y'all be safe. Please go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life. I'm going to do peace like this. Peace.